Hi, my name is Melissa Daniels and I have strabismus. And for the last 4 years, I've been working on teaching my brain to use both of my eyes together so that they can become straight and work together so that I can have depth perception. And this has been a pretty involved process. I've definitely spent hundreds of hours and dollars on therapy, surgeries, everything you can think of that could help my brain learn to use my eyes together. And through the process, I have definitely found some things that work really well. And I wanted to share some of my favorite exercises with my viewers because I know a lot of you are in vision therapy right now and it's still a struggle. Even if you're working with a professional optometrist, strabismus is a beast. It is not easy to overcome that. So I want to share some of the things that help me be more successful in my vision therapy, some of the exercises that help me kind of get to the next level. Disclaimer, don't try to do this on your own, okay? I promise it's not going to work. You might get flashes, you might start getting some double vision and be like, oh my gosh, I'm getting my eyes to wake up. But if you don't know how to do it in the right order and taking the right steps and building the right foundation, you could end up with some really annoying visual problems that could even become debilitating. So I definitely recommend going to an actual optometrist who specializes in vision therapy. I feel so strongly about this that I will help you find an office for free. If you go to strabismussolutions.com/findvt, you just fill out a form and I will email you offices that are close to you. So go check that out if you are not in vision therapy yet. If you are in vision therapy, I'm going to share a fun little exercise that I did about a year into vision therapy. And so that you can kind of understand where I was not able to use both of my eyes at the same time. I could use my left eye and then I could switch to my right eye and I could use my, and switch back and forth, but I couldn't really get them both to work at the same time. So when I did exercises with like red and green glasses and there would be one target that my left eye could see and one target that my right eye could see, it would kind of flash between the two. And if they were really big targets, I could kind of get them both to be there, but not lined up, and I didn't have a lot of control. So that's where I was when this new exercise was introduced. And it's called mirror overlap, and I'm sure there's a lot of different names for it. There's a lot of really cool exercises that you can do with a mirror for vision therapy. This is just one of many. So the basic idea is that you are going to be looking straight forward. So right now I am looking right directly at my camera. And then you put this mirror in front of your, kind of in the middle, right? But then you tilt it at a 45-degree angle or whatever angle it is so that the mirror, if I do this with the mirror, you can see my face, right? I can angle it and we can see different parts of the room. Okay, my room is really boring. Okay, but you get the idea. So if I do it on this side, I've got a vision therapy exercise over here taped to the wall that I can see. If I look through my left eye, it bounces off the mirror and I can see that over to the left. But then my right eye is looking forward. So the idea of mirror overlap is you take what you're, whichever eye is looking forward. So you take that forward image and the side image and you merge them. So it looks like both of them are forwards. And to me, this is a lot easier than red and green glasses. For some reason, it's just, those aren't real, right? That's like fake, but this is in my real world. It's like more tangible things that I can see. The colors aren't messed up. I just really enjoy this type of an exercise. So some things that I had to do at the very beginning, because the first time I did it, I put this up and I could either see the vision therapy exercise to the left or the camera, but I couldn't see them simultaneously, right? I couldn't get that overlapping aspect. It was either the right eye or the left eye. So some things that I did to make it so I could use both eyes and merge those images together to get that overlap effect was first, and right now, like my desk is a mess. I've got this computer screen and the camera and the light. All of that is a lot to look at visually, right? Makes it a lot harder to get what I'm seeing over here to merge into this confusing, complicated picture. But if I were to turn and face a completely blank wall, it would be much easier. And so that is my first tip to make it easier, is start with a blank wall that you're looking straight forward at and then just have one object to the side. It could be a magnet, it could be a picture on the wall. There's so many different options. Just to start with something really simple and try to get that to come over onto the blank wall. That is a lot easier, right? That's a good first step. Another thing that you can do is just, for me, I get a lot of success in so many different exercises if I add a little bit of shake, a little bit of movement. It just kind of helps keep my brain going. I might add my hand right here and be like, okay, can I still see this hand with this eye? And doing a lot of different things to keep my peripheral active. So I'm keeping my peripheral active on both sides, and that helps me also get a better merge of those two objects. Side note, if you want better peripheral vision, definitely go check out the course I made called Mastering Peripheral. I will link it below, but you can find it at learn.strabismussolutions.com. And it can help in pretty much every vision therapy exercise that you do, because you've got to engage your peripheral in order to get both of your eyes working together. That's a huge, important key. Okay, so how do you make it harder, right? It's always nice to have different levels, because with strabismus, we need it so basic, so easy that it's like anybody can do it, right? Because our eyes are so messed up. But then you slowly want to make it a little bit more difficult. So some variations that I've done on this, I've done some examples where looking forward, I might put a box. It could be just the outline of a box, and then I'll put something else to the side and try to get it inside of the box. Now, it'll be easier if you just do the outline, and then let's say you put a picture of a cat to the side, and your goal is, can I get the cat inside the box by merging those two images from my right eye and my left eye together? This can really help you learn a little bit of responsibility and control, where you're learning to control which ways your eyes are moving. The mirror can really compensate for an eye turn, so that if your eye is turned clear out, you can actually still get that eye engaged, because you can turn the mirror more or less to kind of give yourself a little bit of a help, right? Once you get better at it, you can get you have the box, you get the cat to be looking like it's inside the box, and then you can slightly turn the mirror and try to keep it lined up inside that box, because your eye can compensate. And when I'm saying slightly turn, I mean like just tiny bits. Can you still keep that same alignment with the cat inside the box, even if you're moving the mirror a little bit? And that takes a lot more control over your muscles. One last variation that we did that was kind of fun is I would wear my red and green glasses while I did it, and put just like a white square in front of me and a white square to the side. Maybe a piece of paper, an 8.5 by 11, or maybe I did smaller ones, like a quarter of that, and then try to get those colors to merge. I did a whole video on, oh great, now I'm blanking. Luster, where you let the colors mix, where you mix the red and the green color together. So you can do that with this mirror overlap. That's kind of fun, where you can move those two papers, try to get them to line up and to merge color. So there's a lot of different levels that you can do with this, but it's a super fun exercise. It's great if you have an eye turn, because you can compensate for that and still teach your brain to use both of those eyes together. Definitely be careful with this. You should check with your optometrist before you try it. If you want to know more about my journey, what I have to offer, how you can work with me, you can go to strabismussolutions.com, and I will see you in the next video.